Yo, is Benz. Let's talk. I've been thinking about this heavy lately. If I woke up tomorrow, 23 years old, no savings, no motion, no leverage, just $0 on the phone, what the fuck would I actually do? Not the fantasy version, not the just start $1 million brand version, like the real. Now, here's exactly how I'd move. First thing, I wouldn't panic. Like that's where most people lose their mind at. When you're at zero, your brain screams urgency. Screams catch up, make something happen. Do anything fast to make a dollar. And that desperation will make you reckless, make you crash out. And reckless at zero will make you dangerous. So step one, stabilize yourself mentally, because zero with clarity is better than zero with chaos any day of the week. Now, second, I get some income fast. Once you stable yourself, get some income fast. Not perfect income, fast income. I don't care if it's extra shifts, freelance, DoorDash, selling something. Cause let me tell you, when I have, when I was popping, I had no job to waste my time. Cause work is a time waster. Not a time waster, but fulfills a lot of your time. Takes away a lot of your time from your day. So if you don't got no job and you just got nothing but time, you gotta do something. Cause let me tell you, I was selling AirPods, shoveling driveways with snow. Shoot, I was selling anything you could think of. Try to make something, because at zero you don't get no luxury of the ego. That shit dies out. So you just gotta do whatever you do. The goal momentum. And momentum builds belief, and belief builds consistency. I remember a time when I thought I was too good, for a certain work. Meanwhile, my account is at zero. Like that's my ego talking. Ego keeps you broke longer than reality does. If I'm at zero, everything legal is on the table, because survival mode isn't forever. It's temporary positioning. Third thing, I wouldn't touch lifestyle upgrades for like 6 months. Nothing, nothing. Same clothes, same phone, same everything. Because nobody cares as much as you think. Half the pressure we feel is all just imaginary audience pressure. You know, you don't need to look successful. You need to become stable. And there's a difference. Now, fourth, I would build one skill that pays, not five, just one. Something monetizable. Editing, copywriting, sales, coding, marketing, fitness coaching. Something people are already paying for. Something you scroll on your phone and you see someone promoting something, and you know that they're making some type of money on it just because they're getting so and so much views and they keep posting it. People aren't just gonna keep posting something to not get no nothing from it. So just take from what people are already, from what you see. The sauce is in what you see. I would treat it like the gym. Every day, even when you're bored, even when results are slow, because stacking skills at 20 something, however old you are, compounds like crazy. And most people don't lack opportunity; they lack depth. Now, let me say something controversial. If I'm 20 something with $0, I'm not chasing a passive income. I'm chasing capacity to earn, capacity to sell, capacity to think. Passive income is sexy, but active skill is real power. And fifth, I track every dollar, every single one, because when you're at zero, awareness is leverage. You don't realize how careless you are until you look at your statements, your bank statements, bro. For real. Like when I first tracked like seriously, I felt so exposed. Like my spending habits were snitching on me. But clarity removes illusion, and illusion keeps you stagnant. Just keep that in mind. And sixth, I build a 6 month survival fund before I flex anything. Before investing heavy, you try to invest in some cryptos, Bitcoin, or silver, gold, anything physical or non physical. And before upgrading, because margin changes how you move. When you have enough cushion, you negotiate differently, you think differently, you sleep differently, and that's where the power comes in. You know, once you have enough margin, you could do anything you put your mind to. And so the seventh thing I want to talk about is I cut. I cut comparison aggressively. Unfollow someone if you need it, if you need it. Mute someone if you need it. Because comparison at zero is toxic. You don't need inspiration right now. You need to focus. You need to focus and lock in what the fuck you're doing, bro. Because watching someone else's chapter 10 while you're building chapter 1 is not gonna help you. Okay? That's just emotional self-sabotage. And here's something nobody says. If I was 20 something with $0, I'd be excited low key, bro. Because zero's like a clean slate. You got no baggage, no bad investments, no complicated obligations, just a direction of going up. There's only one way to go up from zero. And that's something powerful about starting from scratch when you're young. You get to build intentionally, not repair the mistakes. But here's the key that I wouldn't try to look rich in year one. I'd try to become I'd try to become dangerous in year one. Dangerous meaning, disciplined, skilled, focused, financially aware, because once those foundations lock in, money becomes inevitable. It has to come to you, Once you're disciplined, you put yourself around the right people, it's only time will tell, Only time it will tell. And let's be real, at 23 or 20, wherever you are, you're not late, bro. You feel late because social media compresses the time. Okay, it makes it look like everybody is sprinting while you're walking, but they're not. Most people are just drifting away, bro. And if you move with structure for 24 months straight, however much straight, if you put your mind to some shit, you separate yourself fast, not because you're special, but because consistency is rare. Okay, and once you do that, you're unstoppable. And if I know I keep saying if I had $0, but I gotta keep saying it, because if I had $0 right now, I wouldn't cry about it. I'll just build quietly, bro. Don't make no announcements. Don't make no posts on Instagram saying big things coming. Just lock in, just stack. Because the loud phase comes after the stable phase, bro. You don't get flowers until the show's over, bro. Not before. I need you to lock in. So if you're close to my age, bro, if you're in your 20s, you're not finished, bro. You're early. Zero isn't a verdict. It's a starting line, bro. Just don't let your ego, your comparisons, or impatience keep you there longer than necessary, bro. Because once you understand money, it stops controlling you, and that's when everything shifts. It was nice talking to you, yo. It's Benz, and I'm out. All right, catch you next one.